It is finally here. Welcome to my well-awaited Hulk controller settings video and guide video. In this ultimate controller settings and ultimate guide video, there are about 4 different sections that I will be focusing on. Now, these 4 different aspects in this video consist of number 1, controller settings for Hulk. Number 2, different combos for Hulk in monster form. Number 3, cooldown management and Gamesense for Hulk. And number 4, the best Brawl and dive matchups for Hulk. And before we get into the video, yes guys, I am very aware that this video took way longer than expected. I am sorry for that. I hope you guys can forgive me, please. Alright, with all the waffling said and done, let's get into the ultimate controller settings and controller guide for Hulk and all of Marvel Rivals. So to kick things off, here are my controller settings for the Incredible Hulk. Now, if you guys have noticed, this curve is way different than my normal curve that I have for every other hero in this game. And the main reason for that is that this curve that I have set here, it makes my Hulk feel so much faster, okay? But if you don't like this curve and you've tested it, just use my old curve, okay? My old curve just works just the same, it's just a little bit slower. And of course, you already know I'm going for maximum speed, so I have both of these set to max, and I have both of these set to max. Last but certainly not least, okay? These 2 settings right here, this window size and the ease in, are very important for Monster Hulk, okay? Let me tell you why. The reason why my window size is so low is because I find it way easier to juggle opponents when it is lower, okay? Trust me on this. And the reason why my ease in is set to 80 is because of the thunderclap in both Monster Hulk and normal Hulk. And moving on, I almost forgot to show you guys my binds just in case y'all want those. Okay, now it is time to move on to the second part of the video. Combos you want to be doing for Hero Hulk and Monster Hulk. So, to keep it short and simple, Hero Hulk only has like 2 combos that you can be using, I'm gonna be honest. So, one of the only combos that you want to be doing with normal Hulk is you just want to punch twice or a couple times, then clap, then keep punching, and maybe get another clap in. And the second combo that you can be doing is you clap first, and then you punch, and then end it off with a clap. Now keep in mind, these combos only work on squishy targets, meaning they're normally 300 HP and below, so just keep that in mind. But in Monster Hulk form, he has a lot more combos that are a lot more interesting. Let me show you. So let me just start off with the bread and butter, okay? You exile, then you ult, you exile again, you juggle, you jump into another juggle, and then you thunderclap. And then that is a squishy target dead. So for this next combo, I call it the grab animation cancel combo. So you exile, you ult, you exile again, punch, thunderclap, and then a grab. That simple. Okay, this next combo is called the thunderclap animation cancel. So you ult, and then you melee and thunderclap at the same time, and you should get something like this. Like that. So the full combo you want to be doing with this is you exile, you ult, you exile again, animation cancel, then you melee. And this next section isn't a combo per se, but it's something I thought I would add to this guide. I'm going to be showing you guys how to do the bunny hop in regular Hulk and Monster Hulk. So for normal Hulk, you want to be looking at the wall, right? And then you want to let go as soon as you turn away from the wall, like this. Like that. And when your arms fall like this, that's how you know you did it right. It's just a matter of timing the jumps, and you time the jumps right before you land. So this is what it looks like at full speed. And for Monster Hulk, it's the same concept about timing the jumps right before you land, but you don't need to jump off the wall to do it. You can jump normally. So the key is to jump right before you hit the ground, like this. Like that. Okay, we are now at the third part of this guide, cooldown management and Gamesense for Hulk. So, arguably your most important cooldown, your bubble. Your bubble is very important because it can be used to protect your allies from harm. One of the instances you would want to save your bubble is when they have a thing ult and they're about to ult. You bubble your teammates and they will not be affected by that ultimate. Or let's say this bot right here is your healers in the backline and they're getting dove. You jump to them, you bubble them, and then you deal with the dive. And another thing your bubble is really useful for is bubbling off enemies. You may be asking, what does that mean? Let me show you. So when you bubble off enemies, this can mean that, say this is their healers, right? This is them. You stand in front of them, you attack them. They will not be getting healed because your bubble is blocking the heals. And another thing, your bubble, when you use it on yourself or allies, the damage that it takes converts into ultimate ability charge for yourself. So a lot of the times, I just find myself bubbling when I don't even need to farm my ultimate ability. So yes, you can use your bubble carelessly a lot of the times, but remember, if the enemy team has an ultimate ability like the thing ult, you want to be saving bubble for that 100%. And for his next ability, radioactive lockdown, you want to be using this ability most of the time off a cooldown. Let me tell you why. The reason why you want to be using this ability off a cooldown mostly is because when you stun someone, they are taken out of the fight for 2 seconds. That 2 seconds can be huge. A lot of the times I find myself exiling opponents and they end up C9ing, which means they are taken off of the point and my team wins the point. So a prime example of this is, say you're brawling in the front line, right? The enemy team is where this Groot is. You exile the Groot. That 2 seconds is huge because they don't have a front line for 2 seconds, which means they take more damage. But if you have your exile, keep in mind of everything that could be going on in the battlefield. So let's say they have a Doctor Strange. You still want to be using your exile off a cooldown most of the game, but whenever you think he has ultimate, you want to save your exile to stun him. Not only does this set the enemy team back because they have to wait to get that ult back, but you also save your team, meaning your team gets to live, meaning you probably win the team fight. So, moving on to the next ability in Hulk's kit, the Incredible Leap. Now, this ability is Hulk's best ability for mobility, okay? When you fully have it charged up, you jump just about 20 meters in whatever direction you're jumping in. And my favorite part of this jump, you can knock down airborne targets when you jump in the air. So how you knock down an airborne target is, you charge the leap up fully, right? Okay? And you aim it at them. So like this. This animation right here stuns them, okay? They cannot move for a few seconds when you knock them down. So this means you can counter flyers like Iron Man and Human Torch by simply jumping at them, punching them, knocking them down, and thunderclapping, then they're dead. And another thing, when you knock them down, this also counts as a stun, so just keep that in mind. If they're ulting or whatever, and you jump at them and knock them down, you might have a chance of stunning them. And another thing is, if there is an airborne ultimate like Magneto, you can jump up in the Magneto ult and block it with your body. Okay, now it is time to teach y'all some Hulk game sense. So a lot of you aren't gonna like this, but I can't teach you everything when it comes to game sense. I'm sorry, I can't. The thing is, I can teach you some tips, which I am going to do, but game sense always comes from playtime and experience for any character. It always does. But right now, I will gladly give you some tips and pointers on how to get better game sense on Hulk. So this first major tip for Hulk is, you always need to know what's happening on the battlefield, okay? You have such great utility in your kit. You have a bubble to save your team. You have an exile to protect your team. You have a punch and a thunderclap to damage people. You have such great utility. If the enemy team is full diving your supports and killing your supports, you are the boulder in their way. You are the one that needs to jump back into your backline and peel for them and shut down their dive. And I find a lot of people ask me this question, Sentry, which one should I be doing more, brawling or diving? It is honestly game dependent. But let's say you have another diver on your team. That rule may change to you are diving 60% of the time and you are brawling 40% of the time. And one last tip I can give you for Gamesense on Hulk. Always keep your mindset in a flux, meaning your mindset should always be changing. You do not want to be doing the same thing on Hulk constantly every single time in the same game. Never. You never want to. Because if you're playing against an actual good team, what's going to start happening is they are going to start counter swapping, which is okay. Most people do it. And when I say don't do the same thing constantly, I mean don't do the same thing when it's not working. You can keep doing the same thing as long as it's working, but if you keep doing the same thing and it doesn't work one time, the team is going to start figuring you out and countering you. So if you still don't understand what I mean by this, let me give you an example. Say that you are diving their backline, right? And you are constantly target prioritying one of their healers, which is their invis. If their invis has a good team and they are coordinated, right? Their invis is going to come out to their team that Hulk is diving her and only her, and they will be hard marking you, which means you are getting focused. And let's say they're countering you by Emma Frost and Thing, right? You still dive the backline, you still dive that same invis, but you never make it out alive. You're just wasting your time and you're feeding yourself into their wood chipper. You are the wood into the wood chipper. That is what's happening. And a lot of the times people have this mindset that if you are getting countered, you instantly have to swap. No, that is not the case. In 90% of the games that I have when I'm being countered, I swap up my playstyle and I don't even have to swap a lot of the times because I'm not doing the same thing that I was doing when I wasn't getting countered. This is why I say you always want to keep your gameplay in flux. You always want to be changing it because once they study you, they will learn you and they will start countering you. Okay, it is time for the fourth and last section of this guide. The best brawl and dive matchups for the Incredible Hulk. Okay, so I'm going to do my best to keep this section as short and as simple as possible. There will be 2 brawl characters that I like to match up with and 2 dive characters I like to match up with. The Thing, because the Thing is such a good tank for Hulk, not only because of the team up, but if you have a good Thing player, you will not be able to get past this front line. I am telling you, the Hulk and Thing front line, it's like an iron wall. I promise you. And another brawl character I love to brawl with on Hulk is Wolverine. Not only because of the team up when I throw him, Wolverine is so good in the front line because he just melts the other tanks. It's not even funny. Okay, so one of my favorite dive characters to dive with on Hulk is Star-Lord. Star-Lord is such an unexpected but perfect matchup for me when I dive. I bubble him when he pops his ability that makes him shoot bullets all over the place, and it's actually disgusting. And another character that I love diving with on Hulk is Daredevil. Something about me bubbling Daredevil before we go in and then him just frying the backline and me there with him, bro, it is so satisfying. You don't even know. I do have some honorable mentions though. I love diving with Spider-Man on Hulk. Something about the classic team up with Hulk and Spider-Man, it just gives me chills. And another honorable mention for brawling and honestly diving is Thor. Thor is really good at both. Honestly, he might be better than the Thing if the Thing did not have the team up with Hulk. Okay guys, we have reached the very end of my Hulk controller settings and guide video. I really did have a lot of fun making this guide video, even though it took way longer than expected. Again, I'm sorry. But for this guide, one of the reasons why it took so long is because I really took the time to put the most useful information I could into this video. And I strongly think I put some of the best information I could ever put in a Hulk video in this video. And if you guys like this video and you would want to see more videos, I would really appreciate it if you gave me a follow on my TikTok, YouTube, or even Twitch. So guys, with all that said and done, I really hope this guide not only improves your Hulk gameplay, but it also makes you have more fun on Hulk, and I hope that you achieve that desired rank in Marvel Rivals.